So we had to abandon the job yesterday because of the rain. So today I'm putting the steps on again, and what I've done, I've just put a plank across there and a piece of wood that's sort of fitted. Now this is solid. That is going nowhere. So I've strapped it down like a load. The top is connected to the building. Only that I've got this door here, so the bottom is pulled in tight on the plank up against this, and look, so that is going nowhere. So you can run up and down there as many times as you want, and you've got nothing fouling the steps. That's the secret. Go through it, you've got nothing fouling the steps. So before we commit to getting up here, we need the rubber. Yeah, we got that. We've got the gunge, yeah, we've got the gunge. We've got the knife to open the gunge and put a big hole there, right, fine. We've got a wire brush to clean up. I think I've just about found a scraper. And we've got a rubby thing. So I think we're okay now. We can continue to climb from over there to over here. And I think we've got everything we need. What shall I do? Shall I fix this to there, or shall I leave it there flexible? Let's get up there and have a look first. So here's my first run of gunge. It's fairly watery type stuff, but we're going to put that on top there. Come across here. I'm going to stick the front end first, and then I don't know whether I'll just let it overlap. Maybe put a fixing in it, or shall I glue it down? But let's do this edge first, shall we? We've only got 5 of these strips, so we've got to be very careful. We don't want to use too much of it because we'll run out of length. So I put a run of stuff underneath. It's a bit uneven in places, but obviously put more where there's a bit of a bump or an unevenness. I'm going to overlap this now. I'm going to go just under there. Put a load of gunge on it. I've used the roller. I've rolled it in like this. There is a step, so I might have to come back and fill that, or I might have to come back and mastic that maybe when this is dried, possibly. It'll be interesting to see what the wind does to this. Am I going to fix it, or am I going to just let it sit there? Because you're only just trying to keep the water from going down there. So anyway, I'm I'm a third along. I haven't used a tube of gunge yet, so we've got plenty of gunge left. That's where it's worse, where the step is. So let's continue. We're on our second strip. So I'm rollering it with the roller, and I can see there's plenty of goo coming out underneath. That's what you want it to do, is to ooze out. So, you know, I'm getting plenty of a cover and a grip, and rub it all over it. I'm guessing it'll sort of seal itself. We'll see, but anyway, it's plenty. The little roller's fantastic. It's rollering it in, look, and squeezing it underneath, so you know you're getting a good full grip underneath. So if it's supposed to stick anything to anything, and I've rubbed the top with a wire brush, got all the loose stuff off, I hope we're on to a winner. I don't know if the weather and the ice, it's where the water rests. If you can get the water to run off, then icing won't be a problem. Where it causes a problem is if you get a puddle of water, and that puddle of water turns into some ice, and then it starts stretching and damaging and causing trouble, doesn't it? So I haven't yet decided whether I'm going to stick the bottom. I probably will do, because I'm going to have plenty of gunge left, and I might come back and run some mastic just from the top of the ridge tile in this little gap here, and that might be just enough to stop the ice, especially the snow, because it falls as snow and then it half melts and becomes a puddle of water, and then it freezes, and that's where the trouble begins. Hey up, Stephen's here. Let's see what he says about my really good work. Come on then. Come and rip it to pieces. Hey, come on then, come and rip it to pieces. Come and rip my job to pieces. So, it's coming on really well. Look, it's sort of beginning to dry. This now is feeling a lot more secure now. All we've got to do now is put a ridge across here, even with the roller. I'll get some water on this in a minute, but the sticky bit is sticking really good. Now it's sort of, and we've got plenty of an overlap, haven't we? So that's okay. Just go over it now with some really strong pressure. Push it in everywhere. At the moment this is still loose, but we've decided we're gonna put a little run. We've got plenty left. We can put a little run of it underneath and just tack this in, because you know the wind plays havoc, doesn't it? Yeah. So I think we're going to be doing just fine. Obviously time will tell. We'll have to find out, won't we? But it's got to be better than just putting that tape on, hasn't it? And hopefully this is made so the sun doesn't deteriorate it. So, can you see there's a slight thing on there? If you look at the top edge here, you can see where there's a slight space. So what we're going to do now is just seal the top. Run a bead across the top, a bit of water and a wet finger, and then just seal the top edge. Seal this top edge, things like that, look. So let's do that now then. The advantage, can you see this now, Steve? You don't have to grab the edge, the ladder's not moving. See, you can use that as a handle now, can't you? It's secure, so that's safer. Right, top bit now then. So we just gently run a bead down, and then it doesn't seem to want to run. It's not like mastic, it's very sticky. We just gently run it all in. You can see this is Stephen's done a much better job than I've done. Got it running. But all that gap now, because once the water, because from here it's going to fall away from here. This is the ridge of the tile here, so we're working to the top of the ridge of the tile. So if anything, it's not going to want to come this way, it's going to want to go that way when it rains. So what we're going to do is let that dry and settle, and then we're going to come back, wipe this all down with a cloth, because the wind would play havoc with this. So what we're going to do then, we've got a whole tube left, run a thin bead behind this, just touch it there all the way along. And I think that should do the trick. Well, much better than that holy evil stuff that was before, but obviously we didn't have this at that time. So so the roof did just come up here, and we had that pretend lead stuff that perished, so the water was getting in. Then we did this, then we cut strips of this and fixed it in as little places as we can, one screw each. That's done that trick, and that's water and sun proof. But there was just this edge, wasn't there, that wasn't really working really well for us. So anyway, it's quite close to the but it's going to do the trick. Oh, it is quite close there. But the rest of it, we've got quite a bit of an overlap. Anyway, and you see, now the lead, otherwise you'd be hanging onto this brickwork to go over on a wobbly ladder. With the ladder being so secure, you can now use that as somewhere to grip onto safely, and the ladder is well tightened into there. So I don't know if the camera picks it up, but can you see now how all that top edge is sealed in now? Yeah. So, all we can do is give it a bash, give it a try. Listen to this. Alexa, play uncopyrighted music.
Shuffling uncopyrighted and similar songs on Amazon Music.
So you think, that's not bad. That's okay. That would be nice in the background. Sort of, you know, if you're making a video or whatever you're making. But then, here we are. Oh, another verse, hold on. Wait a minute. I'm doing this from the very beginning. No wonder it's uncopyrighted. Can you hear what he's saying? Try that on your Alexa.